Hello all, Dr.Fox coming here from a different... We're still in the same location, but we're having some audio issues. So we're recording from my Pixel 3 XL phone today. So we're going to have to try it like this. We've got a lot to cover. I'm having audio issues with my computer setup. And we'll have to get into that in a minute. So much more. We've got to talk about everything from experience buffs. We've got rep buffs, heirloom questions, so much more. Let's jump right into this, shan't we? Dr. Fox back here with your weekend update. As you can see there, the way things are set up right now, I had to temporarily use my phone. So if it's a bit more echoey, my apologies. I can't use my really nice professional microphone right now. So I hope you're able to hold out okay. Hope you're all holding out okay and doing all right and hanging in there. Trying to plug away. Sadly, I was without power for 4 days last weekend, so I couldn't get a lot of my information. But right after the power outage, bam, I kicked out a... I know there's some of this news is going to be a little old because some other folks have already covered this stuff, but let's get right into this. So I appreciate your patience while we try to bear through this. So experience buffs have been extended. That's the good news, right up until pre-patch, which by the time pre-patch comes out, you'll be ready to roll. So you're all set there. Heirlooms and Shadowlands. Well, at least in Alpha, they're still showing up. Now, they are showing up like level 90, 100, like they were before. They haven't crunched it. I know they're working on it. Most likely, my guess is the 120, just like the level squish, will pull the heirlooms down to act like level 50. And then most likely, a later patch comes out. We'll probably have to most likely upgrade again one last time. Let's hope. Anyway, here's my fun-filled little wish list. I'd love to see them fill in those last 3 or 4 gaps of heirloom items. But some would say, no, that's just me. I would love to see that. Anyway, let's keep on moving. We've got so much thing. I noticed in Alpha that they did open up, and I might, those that know my channel know I tend to botch these. So, Togast in Alpha. I've seen that Hazel's played around with it. It's a very interesting one. Noble Garden's kind of wrapping up. Nothing new this year, but if you still hadn't been able to get some of that, like I was trying to do a little bit of that, my Guildie was able to finally get what he needed. I'm trying to on one of my alt accounts as well a little bit. In Shadowlands Alpha as well, of course, the leveling cap will be pulled down from 120 down to 50. The leveling cap will be 60 total. You're going to be leveling in Shadowlands from 50 to 60. And then the starting zones are going to be level 1 to 10. Death Knights and Death Hunters will start at level 8, but Allied Race Death Knights will start at level 10, and other allied races will start at level 10 as well. We have noticed that in the new leveling squish that it is taking on average. Now, this is an experienced player. They flew through it without heirlooms in just about 12 hours. So a lot of us, if we put heirlooms on, could probably still do it around that time frame as well. And then let's see, 60% ground mount will be level 10. 100% ground mount will be level 17. I would think that they would have done 10 levels, but hey, the level squish is how it's squishing, and that's fine. Hey, I'm not complaining. We're getting it a little sooner. 280% flight, level 27. 310% level 30. And it will cost the same gold, 242 gold for that lower leveled one, all the way up to 4,250. At least generally, I'm saying that amount because usually if you at least plug away at the quests and whatnot, you're usually able to get to mostly revered in Stormwind by that point. And a lot of times if you're able to get the tabard and grind it all the way to exalted, then of course it brings it down to 4,000. So there's always those little tweaks that go with all that too as well. Will be interesting to see. We'll have to kind of see how the Hyjal system will work. You'll be level 25. You'll not really want to go out there prior to that because it's really created for flight. Target caps as well for combat. Up to with the number of targets, they've cut back on the amount of targets that you're going to see get shot at. So basically, like before, if you'd use, like, say, a multi-shot, it would pretty much pull a lot of the enemies around you, and now they're going to basically target cap those as well. 2 new gnome hairstyles have been found out there. Of course, this is a bit older news, but just wanted to share that a little bit for those that didn't know. Panda Worgans have stripes. Blood elves have gotten some darker skins, some blue eyes. We see some purple eyes in some humans. We'll have to see. There's a lot of neat little interesting changes along the way. There's some fascinatingly gorgeous looking Shadowlands mounts coming as well. We'll want to definitely plug away and look at that. We've got some rank and expulsums. Some things that we like and we dislike. We're not going to get into too much detail about those things as well. Some additional professions and regents and smithing expertise. You'll be able to get your materials from completing dungeons, raids, battlegrounds, and arenas instead of having to go out and just grind out looking for your all your items that are needed for that as well. Inscriptions, picking up new Dark Moon Fair cards. Cooking's got some neat little sandwiches, for example, like the Arduinweld Zone Witch, if you will. Legendeers are back with crafting professions, orange, browns. It'll be interesting to see where those kind of play out. Shadowlands are going to be supporting some more. There'll be more account-wide alt. It'll be a lot more account-wide friendly. So we'll have to see. I know I'm briefly touching on a lot of these aspects as well. So the good news is we've also getting, as of April 20th to May 18th, we'll be getting the impressive inflatable buff for like the BFA and Legions for those of you, and like maybe my alt that still hasn't got flight. You'll be able to do that. You won't be able to do it for like the new Aldum for 8.3, but it'll be a nice little XP buff that will be coming from starting April 20th to May 18th anyway. And of course, as we mentioned earlier, the experience buffs have now pretty much been extended until Shadowlands. So there's so much more to that as well. I've glanced over at Q&A this week. I think because I've had so much information I'm trying to squeeze in from the last couple of weeks into this, I'm going to have to kind of keep this short today. Again, my apologies. I'm trying to work out the audio troubles and the audio issues here as well. So I hope. But just one quick thing on my end. I'm excited. Yesterday we got to run through Legion really quick. One of my guildies jumped in with his main character and helped me. I literally flew around with this character and my alt to get them with their treasure hunting over in Draenor, right up until almost 103. I knew you could go till 103. I did it till about 102, and there was only about less than 3 hours left on a Legion Assault. So I went and got the Legion Assault done on this one. So she's cranked up to 104. I cranked her to 80 a few days back, and then I was going through my dailies, and then he popped in and we did our dailies last night together. I've been doing, while I was showing my main up here, I was doing some more of those Apex crystals because I still got to grind to 50,000. I thankfully I had everything Noble Garden this time, so I've been just slowly trying to plug away at a couple of these. It's been kind of a crazy time around here. I've been trying to tweak a lot of little things here around the house and getting bug spray stuff put down and trying to move some of that lumber out here to slowly build the floor up a little bit and just trying to reorganize. And that's part of what had happened. If I just didn't reorganize my computer and my monitor setup, then I probably wouldn't have had such an audio issue and we would have been just fine. But today it's going to have to be a little different. So I've been basically plugging away between these two and then bringing my main in to help my alt a little bit right now. And with those other changes coming up, I think that's going to be pretty exciting as well. So I hope you're staying safe out there. Remember, this is Dr. Fox. Take 2 good hand washes, call me in the morning. And once again, yes, enjoy your Sunday brunch if you've seen it. If you already enjoyed it and you're having a good week, then I hope you enjoy your week ahead. Stay safe and we will, see you later.